Hello guys and welcome to Cryptoverse. There's nothing like an explosion of blockchain news to leave you thinking, what's going on here? That's the feeling I've experienced while reading about Grimes getting millions of dollars for NFTs or about the neon cat being sold as one. And by the time we all thought we sort of knew what that deal was, the founder of Twitter put up an autographed tweet for sale as an NFT. Now, months after our experience, we're still seeing headlines about people paying house money for clip art of rocks, and my mom still doesn't understand what an NFT is. NFTs, or non-fungible tokens, are all the rage in the blockchain space right now, and they're about to explode. You see, unlike fungible assets like Bitcoin, which only have one value, so for example, one Bitcoin might equal $62,000, these digital assets can vary in price because of their rarity and their uniqueness. Now, I'm going to show you how a non-fungible token are about to take over the entire crypto world. But before we begin, kindly subscribe to our channel, hit the notification button below because trust me, you're not going to want to miss out on our future content. Now, you might be wondering, what is an NFT? Okay, so let me start with the basics. NFT is a non-fungible token. That probably doesn't make it any clearer. So, a non-fungible, more or less, means that it's unique and it can't be replaced with something else. For example, a Bitcoin is fungible. You trade one Bitcoin for another, you're going to have the same thing. However, a one-of-a-kind trading card is non-fungible. If you trade it for a different card, you'd have something completely different. Say you gave up a Squirtle and you got a 1909 TT06 Honus Wagner, which in Stadium Talk calls the Mona Lisa of baseball cards. I'm going to take their word for it on that though. It's a burgeoning market that has seen exchanges such as OpenSea and Foundation strike a fortune by enabling users to exchange rare digital works. Most recently, a JPEG collection of 101 Bored Apes fetched a staggering $24 million at Sotheby's, and perhaps you've heard of the artist Beeple, who sold his work every day. The first 5,000 days for $69.3 million. Other works before it, such as Crypto Kitties, Crypto Punks, and the new and increasingly popular Pudgy Penguins collections, are raking up millions after trading under one Ethereum. Around about $3,500 at the time. That was earlier this year. Now, CryptoPunk, of which there are more than 10,000 all uniquely identifiable, has its most expensive currently valued at about $2 million. About half of the 50 most valuable ones in the world have changed hands in the past month alone. And market bull William Quigley, who helped start digital stablecoin Tether, recently declared that all consumer products that can't be eaten will have digital twins in just 10 years' time, boosting the market for NFTs worth around $20 billion at the moment, well into the trillions in the foreseeable future. But others are slightly more cautious about the future. Now, let's talk about how NFTs work. At a very high level, most NFTs are part of the Ethereum blockchain. Ethereum is cryptocurrency like Bitcoin or Dogecoin, but its blockchain also supports these NFTs, which store extra information that makes them work differently from, say, an Ethereum coin. It is worth noting that blockchains can implement their versions of NFTs. Some like Solana or Cardano already have done this. And let's get into what's worth picking up in the NFT supermarket. NFTs can be anything digital, such as drawings, music, your brain downloaded and turned into AI. It's a really vast space, but a lot of the current excitement is around using the tech to sell digital art. And with that said, let's have a look at some of the main reasons that NFTs have taken off. Well, simply number one, it's a better marketplace for the creators. NFT markets allow you to sell your digital assets, aka the non-fungible items, which provable ownership and authenticity back to the buyer. As a seller on the NFT market, you can list your digital items and set details like price and rarity. This is particularly useful for artists and other creators to be able to finally profit from their work. For example, the virtual land project Next Earth is soon launching an NFT marketplace enabling users to trade digital replicas of real estate, whether it's a virtual White House or a cyber Statue of Liberty. Number two is disrupted markets versus centralized markets. To be able to trade your digital item, you must first own it. And unlike centralized marketplaces where only one entity has complete control over the whole user data and personal information, NFTs are built on a blockchain technology, which requires people to store their private keys, a secret code that is only used by the owner, to access their digital assets or the NFTs. This approach means there's no single point of failure, so your data is not stored centrally on computers owned or controlled by someone else, but rather on a decentralized blockchain where each node stores a copy of it. For this reason, blockchain advocates recognise that a central authority is unnecessary, and disrupted markets are the next stage of an evolution trade. Number 3. Distributed notary. One of the most exciting features of blockchain is that it allows for a distributed ledger system without centralised control, and therefore eliminates fraud. The same is true for non-fungible tokens and their unique identifiers, which take on the properties of each digital asset, allowing you to verify the uniqueness of the asset via blockchain's notarization process. If someone tried to send your digital item or claim it as their own, they can't, because its unique identifier cannot be replicated or cloned. Number 4 is self-custody. Now, for years, people have been storing their private data in centralized cloud servers operated by companies like Microsoft, Facebook, and even Google. As we've seen with recent privacy scandals, this can be a security issue. Your data can be compromised and you no longer have control over it. So, it's exciting that a more secure and private alternative exists: self-custody of your data in the blockchain. Unlike traditional cloud storage, which stores your files on remote servers controlled by someone else, the blockchain ensures that your data only belongs to you. Now, let's talk about the next big thing in the NFT world that is expected to explode beyond measure: the Metaverse. The Bored Ape Yacht Club, the community behind the Bored Ape prints born from a digital algorithm program ensuring unique traits such as fur patterns or outfits, is scrambling to buy virtual land to build a metaverse gallery where users can come to see the apes, buy them, and earn rewards in a game-like environment. As this concept takes off, even the makers of The Walking Dead are looking to create a similar community for fans to mingle and trade NFTs as a result. Matthew Siegel, head of digital assets research at VanEck, said, and I quote, "You can now display your NFT collection in a gallery that you can set up on the metaverse platforms where players or clients can come and linger, you can distribute rewards to users and add game elements, all in an interactive environment." He also added that these digital real estate properties multiply and the NFT market should see huge growth. Currently, several virtual land platforms are rushing to dominate the space, including Decentraland, Cryptovoxels, Somnium Space, and Sandbox, which, well, they all sell land or islands, and in which people can interact through avatars and access interconnected virtual worlds through their VR headsets like Facebook's Oculus. The Sandbox, for instance, will feature the Walking Dead metaverse, in which users will be able to recreate the series' storylines through Lego-like characters. Carlos Domingo, founder and CEO of digital asset firm Securitize, agree the market is growing very rapidly, adding that NFTs are digitizing multi-trillion art and collectible markets, and could be worth several trillion by just 2024. Meanwhile, market researcher CoinMarketCap says 57 projects in the collectibles and NFTs category have already ballooned to $16.7 billion so far this year, up from $4.67 billion in January. A broader project pool, however, puts the market at nearly $20 billion. As the digital art market continues to attract the attention of serious collectors, institutional players have entered the space to take advantage of the growing trend. Marvel Comics, the NFL, and even the WWE have all stepped up their collections as demand grows for NFTs. While these collections remain desirable to traders with plenty of Ethereum to spare, many investors are looking for new entrants to maximise the potential of their purchases. But how does an interested party find the next big FT anyway? So before we get into that, if you still haven't subscribed to our channel, kindly do so, hit the notification bell so you don't miss updates like this one. Having done that and being part of the Cryptoverse family, let's get into how to find the next big NFT. There are a few great ways to begin your search for the next big NFT, and social media is probably the best place to start. Twitter, for example, is an incredibly popular platform for showcasing new art. But watching the Twitter feed is by no means the only way to keep abreast of new projects. As OpenSea continues to expand its NFT collections, tracking sales on the platform has become a tried and true method for savvy traders to test investor sentiment. OpenSea has the largest offering of NFT collections available and boasts the highest volume of NFT sales in the game. Finally, getting involved in a few Discord channels and listening in on the thoughts of successful traders is a terrific idea if you decided to delve into the NFT space. Often, popularity is generated in these discussion groups before the sales even take place. So, now you know how to find them. What are the next big NFTs? NFTs that have potential to explode. So while purchasing NFTs that have already made the news cycle may remain out of reach for most retail traders, many new and exciting collections are making their way onto the popular platforms every single day. Despite the incredible FOMO experienced in the market, there are still a few projects with great potential priced below 1 Ethereum and available to traders and collectors right now. Collections from 24 Pixels, Bird Bananas and Bogu Collective are great examples of NFTs that have started to gain some traction. But as tastes change and the whims of the market rapidly favour one collection over another, it may be less anxiety causing to trust your intuition. Consider buying an NFT because the artwork spoke to your sense of creativity and style. The chances are, if you like it, somebody else is going to as well. So what is the deal with NFTs? Well, they are here to stay and you should get in on it. We've gone through the basics of what an NFT are and how they work. Now it's time for you to take action. Like the video and subscribe to our channel. Smash that notification bell because you never know when an NFT might be released that will change your life. We'll be posting more videos like this one in the future, so stay tuned. Goodbye for now.